Hey guys, it's Jen from Likehearted. So today I'm going to show you how to make this lasagna, and instead of using noodles, I'm actually going to layer in with vegetables. So it's really great for those people that may be on a gluten-free diet, and it's also vegetarian. So let me show you how I make it. So to get started, you're actually going to cook your eggplant and your zucchini a little bit beforehand, just to get them a little bit golden before you actually start using them in the layers for the lasagna. So you'll need 2 eggplants, about medium size. So you're gonna cut the eggplant about 1/4 of an inch thick. Next, you're gonna cut the zucchini to be the same as the eggplant because we're actually gonna bake it all together. So we're gonna cut it into that 1/4 inch thickness. And we're actually gonna cut it on a little bit of an angle. Next, what you wanna do is, now that your eggplant and zucchini are all chopped up, you're actually gonna lay out some paper towels. And I'm actually just going to do it right on the baking sheet. And you're gonna lay out your vegetables, and it's just gonna help to kind of take out some of that moisture that may be inside the eggplant and the zucchini. You're gonna do this and let it sit for about 30 minutes before you pop it into the oven. So after 30 minutes, after you've let the vegetables drain a little bit on the paper towels, I'm just gonna remove them and stick it onto the baking sheet, which is already prepped with just my silicone mat. And then we're gonna sprinkle these with olive oil and let that bake for about 15 minutes. And I'm gonna actually have 2 trays worth of veggies to use it all up. Now I'm just gonna drizzle the zucchini and the eggplant with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven until they're golden brown. While my eggplant and zucchini is baking, I'm gonna work on the cheese mixture that's gonna go in between some of the veggie layers. So first off, what you wanna do is have 2 cups of ricotta cheese. And I'm using like 1 whole thing, which is 16 ounces. To that, we're gonna add 1 cup of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese grated. Next, we're gonna add 1 cup of shredded mozzarella. Then we're gonna add 1 egg. It's gonna just help bind everything together. Then also, to season it up a little bit, we're gonna add 1/4 of a cup, a combination of rosemary and parsley, fresh herbs. We're also gonna add a little salt and pepper and then mix it all together. In another bowl, you're gonna combine another 1 cup of the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and then another cup of the shredded mozzarella. And then we're just gonna set this aside because this is what you're gonna put as your top layer over the entire lasagna to kind of give it that nice bubbly finish on top. So next, we're gonna move on to dicing the rest of the veggies for your layering. So the last veggie that we're gonna add into our lasagna is a potato. I'm just gonna use about 4 of these baking potatoes. And in order to slice them and get them really thin, I'm going to use my Madeleine. I love this, it's my new favorite kitchen tool. And I've got it set to number 1 so that it really gives me a thin thickness for the potato. You can go up to 3, but that's gonna give you much thicker. So I'm sticking this one at 1. So I've already washed my potatoes. They are ready to go. So I'm just gonna start slicing them. Couldn't be any easier. So I'm gonna start layering my lasagna. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees, so it'll be ready to go once I'm finished. And just kind of as a side note, take off all your jewelry if you have anything on, because it does get a little bit messy. So to get started, I'm just gonna take some spaghetti sauce, or this one is tomato basil. You can definitely make your own. If I have it on hand, I would, but sometimes it's just easier to have a pre-store-bought one. So just make sure it covers the bottom of your pan or your dish here. Okay, so now that the sauce is your first layer on the bottom, then you're gonna start to layer in the eggplant and the zucchini. So I like to put the the eggplant in first and then use the zucchini as like a filler with it. So now that I've got my base here of the eggplant and the zucchini, it's gonna act as that foundation for you, just as if you were using a lasagna noodle. And then we're gonna add in about a third of the ricotta and herb mixture that you did. So I'm just gonna use my fingers and kind of sprinkle this throughout as one layer. The next layer we're gonna add is our potatoes. So you're just gonna kind of layer these almost as in like shingles. You can overlap just a little bit. On top of the potatoes, I'm going to add some pesto. This was actually the one I made last week, so if you caught that video, you can find the recipe on the YouTube channel as well. So we're just gonna add a little bit of a layer to this. Again, using your fingers makes it so much easier. So to this, I'm gonna add a little bit more of the ricotta cheese mixture, and then I'm just going to continue to layer with the remaining veggies until it's all done. So now I've finished layering everything. What's left is the potatoes with the pesto and then a little bit of that ricotta cheese mixture. I'm just gonna throw on another layer of sauce. We're just gonna sprinkle this on. Then next we're just gonna top it with that shredded mozzarella and the grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese that you had put aside earlier. All right, so now we are going to pop this into the oven for about 40 minutes until the top is all nice and bubbly and golden brown. So thanks for watching this week's videos, and for more recipes, make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow me on Iamlikehearted.com.